Okay, start priming these cases now. I cleaned out the cases, the brass shavings that was sticking to the lube inside the cases. That was fucking slow. Got the primers in this little doohickey here. This is just how my specific Lee press works. You know, you don't have to have one with this. Just SureBeats doing it one by one by hand, which is slow and fiddly. You can get little, what do they call them? I think Lee makes one. I think they call it the Auto Prime. You just do it by hand. It's an individual thing. It's got a tray like that. I think it's square on that model, and you just squeeze it like that and put your case in, squeeze it, take it out, new one, etc. But, alright, we'll start priming these little suckers. I hope the camera's capturing this fairly well. I've not used it yet in artificial lighting. I've got the door shut because it's getting cool out there, and the sun is starting to set, so the light was getting a bit dim. What I'm doing here is I just run my finger across the bottom of the case. Oh, hang on. It's all backwards. Okay. Across the case, across the primer, sorry, in the primer pocket, just to make sure that it's flush or a little bit inset. You don't really want them sitting proud. It's probably not the end of the world if they are, but you don't want them out too far. So this is a pretty quick stage of the process. The slow bit is going to be weighing the charges. Because I'm working up loads and not just loading a batch of ammo, that's all the same charge. I'm going to be sort of, do X amount of cases with certain charge, then X amount of cases with slightly higher charge. So you've got to do it one by one, and it's pretty freaking fiddly. I was going to spend some of my tax return money on a Lyman Gen, what's it called? Lyman Gen 6. One of those flash electronic, auto loaders. Basically use your scales and a powder hopper in one, and it throws the right amount of powder into the cases very quickly. And I can pick them up from America for about $250, I think. Probably be $50 shipping on top of that, but compared to about probably nearly $500 here in Australia for the same thing, well and truly worth doing. So I was going to do that. Stupid me spent the money on the Mauser instead, didn't I? Oh well. I've still got the little Lee powder hot. Where is it? No, I can't find the top of it. It's just a canister that sits on top. You adjust the powder charge with this thing. It takes a while to adjust. This is about as basic gets with powder hoppers or powder measures. But once you get into a rhythm, it's pretty quick. So I can still use that. It's not that accurate with this powder. Like powder charges do vary a little bit, sort of up and down, nearly half a grain. But again, with this thing and with the Carcano, I'm only plinking with open sights at, certainly no more than 300 yards. I know the rifles are accurate well beyond that range, to a hell of a lot further than that, but I'm not. So, it doesn't matter too much. It's still really, even if you've got that much variation in powder charge, like up or down half a grain, honestly, I'd say that's probably still better than all but the most expensive factory ammunition. And because if you tune your load, you work up loads, see which powder charge works best in your barrel, you stick with that. You're sitting on the accuracy node for that barrel. Honestly, you're still going to shoot good groups even with that much variation in your powder charge. So if you get one of these little Lee hoppers, honestly, it should serve you well. What I'll probably do for myself is just once I've found the setting, is take a photo of it, so I can just basically, if I switch between, Carcano and 8mm. Did I do this one? Shit, now I'm not sure. Good. I can just quickly, screw it to the right settings. Because it does take a long time to get it exactly right. The amount of time it took me to adjust it to start quickly loading cases for the Carcano, it took so long doing that. I could have probably just about got them all.